Hello, gentle marketers. Welcome to episode 69 of the Gentle Business Revolution podcast, the show where we talk about marketing your business by disrupting the current marketing paradigm and changing it to a gentler approach, one that's based on empathy and kindness. As always, I'm Santacroce. I'm the host here, and you know that you're in the right place if you are a heart-centered entrepreneur or change maker who is looking for a better way to market your business. Or you might also be a marketing impact pioneer. That's someone who's working in an organization and who wants to change certain things in there. Today's episode falls under the P of people. If you are a regular here, you know that I'm organizing the conversations around the 7 Ps of the Gentle Marketing Mandala. And if you're new here, welcome. Maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. You can download your one-page marketing plan with the gentle marketing version of the 7 Ps of marketing at sarahsantacroce.com/one page, the number 1 and page. It comes with 7 email prompts to really help you reflect on these different Ps. Before we dive in, real quick, a gentle plug for the Gentle Business Circle. This Wednesday was our first Gentle Business Circle call, and I'm still buzzing from the excitement. We had a whole new group of people joining us from the recent Kickstarter campaign, and it was just so beautiful. If you'd like to join us next month, please check out the details at sarahsantacroce.com/circle. Okay, so the topic of today's episode is your people and how they see you. And by your people, I am mainly referring to your clients. And then how to use that insight to write your about page. So in the personal power module of the Gentle Marketing Revolution online program, and also in the book, I talk about finding out who you are as an important part of the self-discovery process, and then, marketing from within. And it gives us a lot of insights about how we see the world. But what's also interesting is how the world sees us, sees you, which I discovered is not always the same. So we don't always know how people see us. We know how we feel and how we see the world, but it's not always the same for other people, how they perceive us. So in the book, in the program, I refer to a personality assessment called the Fascination Profile that was created by Sally Hogshead quite a few years ago. And according to her marketing material, it really identifies your personality's most fascinating communication advantages. So you find out, know how you're seen, so you can be seen at your best. You can discover what you're already doing. You can discover what you're already doing right, so you can do more of it. You can make more impressive first impressions. Find out how you are most likely to influence that person sitting on the other side of the table. Communicate with confidence. Learn the precise words to describe yourself in introductions, professional bio, or LinkedIn summary, or as I will mention after on your about page. So Sally has come up with 49 different personality archetypes. It's quite a lot. It must have taken her ages to come up with all these different types. And really, she has done a fantastic job, I think. So when you take this assessment, you receive a report. Mine was about 16 pages. That then outlines your type with 2 primary advantages that she describes in detail. I put a visual of those 49 different archetypes on the show notes, so check that out, sarahsantacroce.com/GBR69. So my type, back when I took it several years ago, because sometimes these things change, so my type was called the Maverick Leader. And my primary advantage is innovation, and my secondary advantage is power. There's also a dormant advantage. She calls it a dormant advantage. So one that holds the least potential for me, and that is prestige, which really made me chuckle because it's such a good fit for my hippie upbringing and just generally how I live life. Like prestige is like completely not important to me. So I guess the innovation I'd also agree with. It kind of goes hand in hand with the whole gentle marketing revolution, right? I like bringing new things. And the power advantage is, after I understood it, it also made sense to me, because it's not so much about liking power or a liking to be in power, but more about getting things done and having this kind of internal power. In human design, I'm a generator, so getting things done and just kind of having this intrinsic motivation, that's also definitely me. And something else, confidence, and I'll get to that in a second. So overall, the information I gained from this report was just really valuable, if not eye-opening. Again, for example, I wasn't aware that people think of me as someone with a lot of confidence, because that's not how I think of myself. That's definitely not the narrative that I hear in my own little head. But that's apparently how others see me. And also, again, what this power advantage stands for. She's saying power stands for confidence. So knowing that, I allowed myself to use that to my advantage. And it's also, for example, what led me to create the Gentle Confidence mini course. If you haven't seen that yet, it's a short video mini course that you can get access to for free at sarahsantacroce.com/gentle confidence. So it also meant that I became more aware of how people perceive me, and that maybe in some situations, I actually might come over as almost overpowering and intimidating. It helps me to know that about myself and really be aware so that I can adapt. And I really sense it in people now when I come over as, too intense. That's another word I have from my friend Jen, actually, when she did a human design reading. She's like, wow, your chart is just so dripping with intensity. So knowing that about myself, I now know how to, kind of adapt, right? So when I took the assessment a few years ago, it was free, but now Sally is charging $59 for it. And I just wanted to mention it to you. I think it's a great resource. Would I do it again for $59? I totally would. I really think it was that valuable to me. And in a second, I'll give you an example of how I used it in my business. And again, it's just gave me so much awareness overall. So if you're interested in taking it, you can do so at bit.ly.com/fascination profile. Actually, I think it's bit.ly/fascination profile. bit.ly/fascination profile. And I'll also put that link in the show notes. And just to be completely transparent, this might be an affiliate link. I actually don't remember. It's definitely a link that I created. I'm just not sure anymore. And I've never seen a commission from Sally, but just in case, So there's that. And then I wanted to tell you how I think you can really use this info to use in your business. And one example is to use it on your About page. So I wanted to share 4 must-haves for your About page. So the first one is a compelling headline or subheadline. So some way to engage people right away so that they take the time to read your story. Clearly spell out your mission or the main benefit clients will receive if they hire you. So it's a way to grab their attention and bring them into your story. Talking about story, that's the second must-have. Telling a story, whether funny or sad or inspiring, it just makes you more relatable as a person. And you're no longer this unreachable icon. You're a real person. And your stories allow your audience to see your vulnerability as well as show them how you overcame your challenges. And often they're probably the same challenges that they have. So your stories will be someone else's inspiration. Then the third must-have is your USP, your unique selling proposition. And that's where this information from Sally's report really comes in helpful, because you can use it to explain how you're different, how you can help solve your clients' problems, and just really using these adjectives and just like these powerful words that she will give you in this report helps making your unique selling proposition really clear. And then finally, the fourth must-have is the benefits of hiring you. Even though it sounds counterintuitive, the About page is really more about how you can help others. So yes, people want to find out about you, but they also want to find out about how you can help them. So that's the fourth must-have on your About page. And again, I think really this information of how you are unique and different and how you are perceived by people helps kind of writing an About page that is impactful. Obviously, also some of the other personality assessments that we talk about here on the podcast, as for example, are you more introverted or extroverted, or all this kind of information is helpful to put on your About page as well. So that's what I have today. I hope you enjoyed this monologue about how you might be perceived by others and how to use that information on your About page. Again, check the show notes at sarahsantacroce.com/GBR69 for a link to the Fascination profile and also the visual with the 49 archetypes. This month, I'm taking a break from the Wednesday episodes because I'm preparing a whole week of daily episodes in February during the Random Acts of Kindness week. Next Friday, I'll be back to talk to you about the P of products. And I really hope you'll join me on this journey to a kinder business and marketing paradigm. I want to add one more thing that's important to me. When my mastermind buddies asked me about my intention for 2021, I told them that I really wanted to start measuring success in joy instead of dollars. I think I mentioned this before here on this podcast. And I'm pouring my heart and soul into this podcast, and it gives me great joy to prepare each episode and talk to my guests and then make this content available to you for free. But what would elevate my joy really to another level would be to hear from you, get your feedback, and either in the Gentle Business Circle, if it feels good to you to join our community, or with a comment on the show notes page or wherever you engage with my content. So this is the difficult ask from an introvert, but I realized that would bring me joy to hear more feedback from my listeners and hear what resonates with you. So wherever you engage with the content, I look forward to receiving some love back from you. Thanks so much. Let's be the change we want to see in the world. Speak soon.